Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Small Town RP out here in SnowRunner. Now, we are on a different map than some of the previous episodes that y'all or might be familiar with. So if you are just tuning in once again after a while, this is not the map that we originally started the series on. That would be Red Lawn Preserve. This is Coffs Harbor. So if you didn't watch the last episode, that episode was on Coffs Harbor as well, and that kind of covers a little bit of the basics on how we got here. Now, if you've watched that video and you're all caught up, where we are now is we're actually staying at a friend's house, and we're going to be borrowing their gooseneck trailer. We might see if we can buy it off of them a little bit later, but we're going to be borrowing their gooseneck trailer, and we're going to be using it to pick up a job where we have to go down to the dealership in town, pick up a tractor for a customer, and haul it up to their farm further up in the hills. Now, the delivery that they got would not bring it up to their farm up in the hills because apparently something about, like, you know, the semi didn't want to go up there. So we're picking up the last stage of that delivery. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and fire this thing up and we'll get the gooseneck hooked up and go pick up that tractor. Now, I'm just hoping, crossing my fingers and hoping for the best anyway, that the tractor's not too wide to fit on the gooseneck. It's apparently a double dual setup, front and rear. So we got a little bit to work with there, but I'm really hoping that we don't have any width issues. I don't think we're gonna have any width issues, but then again, you never know with these things, so I'm thinking we should be okay. We've got the trailer hooked up, and we've also got our rear lift bags inflated and good to go, so I'm hoping that we won't run into any suspension sag problems in the back, but we should be all good. Let me make sure I have my lights on, and we'll head on out to the dealership. Now, this area is absolutely beautiful, and this map is part of a bigger region. It's part of the Near North region if you want to play the whole region in its entirety. But for our purposes, I kind of prefer to use the singular map here of Coffs Harbor. So let's go ahead and pull on up to the stop sign, and we're just going to make sure that we don't take it out when we swing wide out here onto the 2 lanes. So let's see. Oh, I swung way wider than I needed to. That was honestly so much wider than we ever needed to swing on that turn. So much wider. Well, I guess we're going to stop for breakfast on the way back then, because I'm not going to bother going all the way down. Well, I say all the way. Turning right and then turning around to get at the coffee shop. I almost took my mirror off. Okay, I'm going to be a lot more careful because I'd rather not take my mirror off. It's a really nice truck, and it would look best with both of its mirrors intact. Wouldn't it, Beans? Yeah, Beans also agrees. So, not this place. This is the shop, as y'all may know, and then the dealership is right down here. Now, the sun is kind of already coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and just turn my lights off. I don't really feel like I need them anymore. And, oh, wow. Looks like they got some customer trucks parked outside. Those look sick. All right, let's go ahead and turn on in here. Try not to... Oh, God. All right. My brakes aren't the best. Let me not completely overshoot their entrance. It'd probably be best if I didn't take out all of their grass. They wouldn't want me to come back if I did that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. This is where things get interesting. The tractor is parked behind the dealership, and we're gonna need to actually back all the way in to where we can pick it up. So, hey, perfect parking. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I meant to do that. All right, so just back it in real quick. Why is the fence falling over? I guess it's just SnowRunner stuff, huh? All right, let it rotate, and then we'll just follow it back. Not bad at all. Wow, you would think that, like, you would think I had practiced that or something. All right, that seems to be good enough, because unlike, you know, the last thing we picked up, that tractor runs, which is a huge benefit. So they've already, like, we've talked to the people at the dealership. They left the keys in it for us. So we can just walk back there and, you know, fire it up and drive it on the trailer. Should be all good to go for that. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Perfect. And let's get it up on the trailer. Now, it is really wide. It's actually, ooh, it is wider than the trailer by a little bit, but I think it will still be able to secure it. I think we'll be okay. I think. Well, we got it packed up and secured, but some of y'all may be thinking to yourselves, why in the heck do you have it that far back on the trailer? Because if you do look, I will agree, it's like all the way back over the axles. And I'll tell you why. Because when we moved it a little bit further forward, we maxed out the rear suspension on this truck. And I mean, we maxed it out. So I know it's not pretty to have it that far back on the trailer. However, I had to do it in this particular scenario in order to keep all of this truck's tires on the ground. I had to have it that far back. So is it pretty? No. Does it look, you know, exactly perfect? No. But in terms of a weight management perspective, I had to do it. So it's kind of where we ended up out of necessity for weight management rather than out of, you know, making the setup look a certain way. So functionally, it's just kind of what we had to do. And now we get to make our trek up to the farm. Now, it shouldn't be all that big of a deal for this truck or this setup to get up there, even with the weight. I mean, that tractor's pretty hefty, and you can definitely feel it when you drive this thing, that it's having to work. It's not slow by any means, but, like, it's not like it's catastrophically slower than it was before. But at the same time, you can definitely tell it's working. You can absolutely tell it's working. Like, I'm gonna do a full acceleration off of this light so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. That's full acceleration. And you can see it's definitely pulling, and it's still pulling hard, but you can also tell that it is working. It is transferring all of that, basically all of that torque to the rear tires, and it's trying its best. It really is absolutely trying its best to just move out under the circumstances that it's in right now. Now, I'm trying to be kind of easy on the pavement. I'm trying not to go too fast, because if we go too fast, well, you know how that goes in this game. We're going to slide out and then end up on the side of the road, and then the tractor's going to fall off, and then I'm going to get upset, and then I'm going to get mad, and then I'm going to cry, and then it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions, and then I'm going to put myself back together, put the tractor back on the trailer, and then finish the job and move on from there. Y'all know y'all know kind of the run of things, I think, in that scenario at this point. Wow, even in high, it's got the torque to do it. I'm impressed. I didn't think it was going to have the torque to do it in high. I thought it was going to be fairly kind of resistant to that, or rather reluctant, I guess, would be more of the proper term to use. Oh, no. We're getting damage from grass. Sorry, we drove through the grass too fast, and it resulted in fender and door and bedside damage. Wow. Unbelievable. I can't stand certain aspects of that. It's so... Even when you try to play the game semi-realistically, it'll get mad at you and do things like that. Now, this is unfortunately not where we are dropping it off, although I've got my eyes on that place. Like, if I stay out here for long enough, and I do jobs in this area for long enough, I'm buying that house. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I'm buying that house if I do jobs out here for long enough. Let's see, can I maintain a good enough cruising pace in high without going too fast? Like, fast enough to where grass causes me damage? Let's see, I think we're good. Yeah, so long as we get, you know, a nice little speed going. That is one of the things I love about this truck, though, is that it's got modulation when it's in high range, because a lot of trucks don't. A lot of trucks don't have modulation in high range at all. They're just like on or off. This has a wide range of modulation in high range, even when you're not using the maximum engine. This is more the tow tune, which is the mid-range tune. So let's go ahead and drop you off right here. I'm gonna try to stay in high gear. Oh, do we have the torque for that? I was trying, but no. Yeah, it was trying, but it's like, yep, we're out of steam for that. We are shutting you down. 100%. I was told by my my engine setup that I was out of luck on that one. Although that is a gorgeous photo right there, though. That, I know I try to not do this. I try to not, like, stop mid-drive to take a photo, but, like, that right there is too good of a photo opportunity to not take it. Wow, especially going through the trees right here on the way into the farm. That's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous coming up this driveway. Okay, you know what? I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad at all for stopping to take photos of that. That's beautiful. I will never feel bad about stopping for a good photo opportunity in SnowRunner, especially on a map like this. All right, so let's see. Where do you want it? You You want it in the back. Okay. All right. That means we're going to have to turn around. Yay. All right. This is going to go well. Well, it's not going to go bad. I was like being a little bit sarcastic with that, but I don't think it's going to go too bad. I really don't. All right. Let's ease it in here, and then we'll see if that's enough to squeeze it back the other way. And we're good. Oh, easy. Not bad. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And so long as we get it round to the back of the barn, I think we'll be A-okay. Although I've never backed anything this long behind this barn before, so they must have a lot of confidence in my backing skills. Maybe a little bit more confidence in them than I do. I'm gonna have to, yep, there we go. All right, now start chasing it back. That wasn't, ooh, that was a little late. That was almost bad, that was a little late. That's plenty good enough, though. That's good enough for me. All right, unpack. Ramps down. And now we can go ahead and shut the truck down, and we should be able to just unload the tractor, and that'll be that. You know, this actually went really well. I'm really happy with that. That went really, really well. Enjoy your new tractor. All right, well, I am going to get paid for the delivery, get back to town, and I'm gonna see if my friend is willing to sell me this gooseneck, because I need it. But until next time, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later.